So this is an exercise that is going to prepare us to just really be able to understand the relationships between the cards, because even right now we're just doing the cards on their own, and in session 2 we're going to work more with each card together with the next, and also some random partnership with the cards. But in session 1 we're really just going to do this exercise to develop a relationship, the connectors, the links between the cards. So I invite you to do this every day, just it takes a minute. And it's really fun and it's cool. And so it's really, I call it the creation story, because for some reason, this is to me, the Fool through number 7, the Chariot, is in some ways it is the creation of the consciousness. And that's how I see it. And so I will tell that story over and over again in relationship to each other. So I'm going to do it really fast, because this part should be subconscious. And speak it or write it. I like to speak it. I like to say it out loud. So, okay, so in the beginning there was a vibration, and this vibration was the infinite essence, and it was a sleeping vibration, and this vibration was like subtly stirring and knowing that it was time to wake up. And it knew that there was something there. What it didn't know was this crazy, everlasting power that it had. And somehow, in its slow awakening, the power met up with magic and will. And the magician said, yes, okay, this is what it is. And I'll create all these tools to take us to the next step. And so the magician creates all these tools, and the magician practices using all these tools, and the magician realized that it is the tool, and that everything around it is the tool, and it is about saying, yes, I am all of this. And so then now what kind of action am I going to take to move on? And the action that the magician decides to take to move on is to enter into the high priestess. And the high priestess says, come inside now, come inside and be in the divine feminine, and the innate knowledge of all that there is now transforming into this womb space, and all of that magic and all of that sleeping energy are now turning into this creation of everything that is feminine and doesn't need to be seen, and works in the underside of things, and is a teacher, is such a teacher, but from a distance, from inside. And she feels very, 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 very comfortable being this powerful figure from a subtle place, until she doesn't, and is like, but I want to be sensual and sexual and out there and open and seen, and I want to be revered as this divine force and this divine form of leadership. And so she becomes the Empress, and fertile and ready to harvest all of this loveliness that has happened this far. And she's ready. What is she ready for? Oh, to split into the masculine side of herself. So now she is him, the emperor, the masculine energy of the same wisdom, of the same knowledge, of the same willfulness and leadership, but in a very masculine form. And he's starting to set directions and time and map things and begin to structure things in a way that allows the high priest to say, okay, well, now I need to spread my teachings out. Unlike the high priestess who delivers from internally, the high priest is creating these systems so that the wisdom can be spread, and he's bringing it in to a higher place of consciousness. And then we have had God, or the divine, become the internal feminine, the external feminine, the internal masculine, the external masculine, and all of that wholeness wants to come back together and be lovers and understand what the fulfillment in divine love feels like. And then from there, the Chariot comes into play, and that can basically transport in any single direction. And they can create many and many and many and many and many and anything they want, and they can move anywhere and they can be anywhere, and they can say, not only are we I am and we are magic, we are also infinite possibility to become multitudes and move on. Okay. So practice doing that. Look at your cards and be like, okay, what is the story that they're telling? So I don't know. I like to call it the creation story. Have fun with it.